This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. I just wanted to show you something I just pulled off my tree. And I showed briefly this the other day, and I have a couple of comments about it, so I just wanted to show everybody here to give everybody a little education about this. Okay, so these are papayas that I just picked off my tree. This one fell off in the wind a while ago, and you see how green it is, and this was another one that fell off and it's green. So these are ripening, and that's what happens in the store when these ripen. They pick them green like this, and they'll ripen. They'll take some time to ripen. This one I just picked right off the tree right now. It's perfect time to pick. It's yellow on the tree. It's going to be great. Now these are round papayas, and a lot of people say, well, those are some pretty big papayas. And that's because papayas are a little interesting. We have different types of papayas, and I've had so many different papaya trees. This is a baby papaya tree growing, and this is one that's a little bit bigger here. And this type of papaya is a male papaya, and they're more longer. The round papayas are the female papayas, and both trees will give papayas. This tree, the male tree, is much taller, and I could say skinnier to a degree, but much taller, and the fruit is longer. Now, if we come here in my yard and we look at some female papayas, the tree doesn't get tall at all. This is just about as tall as it gets. And these are much shorter papayas, but much fatter. So not only the tree, but the actual fruit is shorter and fatter. So these are green on there now. And so that's the top of the tree. They won't get much higher than that. So that's a difference. Now, I did get some comments to my video yesterday about me with all these fruits, and people saying they live in a colder environment and how could they make sure they're getting fruit picked fresh off the tree like I recommended. And basically, you got to really know your farmer. You got to know what they're doing and what's happening there. But if you don't have that opportunity, I know there's a place, Miami Fruit Company, Miami Fruit. They sell freshly picked fruit through the mail. It's a little bit more money. There's another place called Robert Is Here Fruit Stand in Homestead that might sell some of these exotic fruits, but your whole diet isn't going to be fruit. I mean, vegetables, even though they're not picked ripe either, but you're going to get vegetables in your diet, and you can eat this way in a cold climate. I lived in New York for many, many years, eating 100% raw food diet. It wasn't ideal. It wasn't the best way. The food wasn't perfect, but I did it. And I know in Minnesota there was a raw food restaurant called Ecopolitan. In Minnesota, a raw food restaurant, and it lasted for many, many years. It might still even be there. So people do it. Now, I don't know if these people are eating 100% raw food, but you don't need to be 100% to be healthy. Remember, the more fruits and vegetables you have in your diet, no matter what diet you decide to eat, the better off you're going to do. You want to also don't overeat. You want to make sure you're following good food combining. You're not eating too late at night. But eat fruits and vegetables before you eat something cooked or processed. That's pretty much a basic rule if you want to be healthy. So eat a salad before you eat the potatoes, and eat some fruit or something else. Wait a little while. Follow food combining and sequential eating, where the stuff that's really takes a long time to digest, if you are eating meat or something like that, wait before you eat it. Don't mix them up and follow food combining, and you should be okay. Grains is something people suffer from, so you want to kind of be careful with grains. But this is very reasonable. It's not difficult to eat this way. Again, if you're in a very cold environment, you don't have to go 100% raw 100% of the times. Maybe in the summer you could do like a cleanse of just doing raw food in the summer. In the winter, you try to do like 75 to 80% raw. And, you have some cooked soups and things like that in the winter time. It's okay. It's okay. Me, in my case, I had a particular illness, and I do better on 100% raw food completely. But even if I eat a little bit less, I'll still be okay. So you want to do the best you can do with what you got without making excuses for why you can't do something, but get the most out of what you could do. Okay, it does make a big difference. So if you're eating 3 meals a day, make sure 2 of them are raw, and then 1 of them could be cooked. I'd suggest having your cooked meal more in the middle of the day instead of the end of the day, because you want to eat as little as possible as it's getting closer to bedtime, and try to go to sleep on an empty stomach if possible. And grains and things like that aren't ideal, but again, if you're eating alkalizing grains, quinoa and millet, and maybe even some brown rice, instead of eating white rice and some other heavily processed grains, you can still be successful at doing this. Just be aware of what you put in your body. And even though we tend to eat for pleasure, remember, that's not the main reason we're supposed to be eating. We're supposed to be eating for nutrition. So make sure the food you are eating is giving you pleasure, but also has the nutrients your body needs. If not, then you supplement with something that's going to help you. All right? Check this out. This is a mango bloom. Mangoes are in bloom. In the summertime, they'll be here maybe 6 months, but that's how it starts out. It's all over my trees. It's really cool. I make sure every day before I eat, I work for my food. I love to jump rope and do other exercises to keep me busy and active. Before I eat my food, I want to make sure I've done enough exercise throughout the day. Alright, here's what I picked up from my tree today. I got a papaya I'm going to eat right now. It's my first meal of the day. I have a black sapote. I might have, if not, I'll have it later. And I have some tomatoes, and I'm going to make a salad later tonight with that. So I just go in the garden, which is my shopping store, and see what I have out there. And the way I do it. Alright, so here we go. This is my black sapote chocolate pudding fruit. So good. Oh yeah. That's what I do. Mono, simple, easy. I might have some greens later. That's that. If you ever get to South Florida, look me up. Alright, until then, everybody, put your comments or questions below the video. And share this video with anyone you think might be interested. Did I say a lot? Did I say anything? Did I say enough? Well, some of you might not love papaya. Here's another papaya tree just growing here. So maybe if you don't love papaya, this wouldn't interest you. But maybe this will inspire you even if you don't eat papaya. Even if you're just looking to eat more raw foods in a cold environment or something. I hope something I said can help you, but if you put comments or questions below the video, that'll certainly help me to help you even more. Until then, everybody, have a great day and a great raw life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten